What up, YouTube?
Holla!
Hello.
We are live, maybe?
There's literally no one there in the first 2 seconds when you say hello.
Yeah, I know.
Hey,
It's okay though.
but somebody will be watching it at some point, right?
Exactly.
Yeah. Maria Lish is watching live tonight. She usually watches after.
Yeah,
So
she's
glad she'll be joining us.
very sweet.
So sweet. She said she used to have chickens and that you were wrong, Christopher.
No, I mean, I understand the whole, it's like one of those things where you know that that's what an egg is, but you're not really like, you're kind of coming into this conversation. You're coming into the chicken and the egg conversation from another angle.
All right.
Yeah, when I was initially editing the episode, I was like, "Oh, you got it wrong, Chris. This is the angle that you were approaching from." Is what? Yeah.
It's fine though.
Yeah. You learn, and you grow.
Some people do. Refuse.
He's just working on his chicken ninja skills.
Well,
that's all that really matters.
I don't really
I
think
mean, if
about
you can
chickens
fight
a lot
chicken in
because
the
they're so
street-
easy. They're so easy to defeat. Chickens are.
Yeah,
So I don't really worry about them too much.
smart.
Should I do the intro?
I mean, I don't know where Manny's at, but I'm fine.
I'm coming. Oh man. Like you said, we're officially live, right?
We are, yeah.
Okay, cool. Just let me get my timer so you could okay. Go ahead and start recording the audio.
Oh, I don't think I did that last week, did I?
No, you did.
You
I
did.
did. Huh.
Yep.
And eventually started the show.
All right. 3, 2, 1.
Okay, ready?
3,
3, 2, 1. Good evening, Endless Ranters. Welcome back for episode 132 of your Endless Ranters podcast. Thanks for listening, watching, and subscribing. We truly appreciate the support. My name's Chris, and I am one of your hosts for this evening. Robbie is still on maternity or paternity leave. Yeah, he's on paternity leave.
Hey,
Unpaid.
man, don't assume his gender.
Unpaid. I don't know. He probably has like 6 months in California. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
I mean, we
But
are.
I think he
hella
told us.
progressive.
Yeah, he told us that he'd be back. He thinks next week. So things are going well. I don't know. We're thinking about you, Bubba.
Shout out to the family. Spotlights.
Yep.
Yes.
And
baby spotlight.
so filling in on the dad joke, she's heartless, hairless, and here. It's America's favorite soggy mom. Quana, how you doing?
I'm doing. How you
That's
doing?
good. Oh, I'm good. I'm on vacation. There's Man with the Plan. It's producer Manny. What's going down, old man?
Hail Hydra, Chris. How you doing this evening?
Hail Hydra to you, my brother. I'm doing just fine.
Right on.
Yeah, it's Thursday night. I'm on vacation, so it doesn't even matter.
What does that mean? You're in your house. You're not in the tropics. What does vacation
I'm on a
mean?
staycation. No, so my wife and son are in New York City. One of his dreams, lifelong dreams, as an 11-year-old, his entire life, as all 5 years of him being a sentient, human.
Yeah, I was about to say, I don't think he came out of the womb like, I want to go
With
to
the dream.
Well, I think that his lifelong dream has been to see like New York City in Christmas time.
Okay.
And just so happens my wife's dream is also the same thing. So I think she's been talking that up for a while, and she got a couple free. She got a couple over the summer. She got a couple free plane tickets, like round trip tickets from her job, and we're like, I don't know what it was supposed to do with that, because like us taking a trip somewhere means like all kinds of childcare,
Right.
So yeah, it just worked out great. So they're there, they're living it up, sending me pictures like every couple hours, seeing all the sights and everything. So it's great. And I'm here, I'm on a staycation doing man crafting around the house, fixing up my garage and stuff.
Oh, okay. I thought you were just,
and because my girls have stuff to go to school every morning. So that's
Right.
the rough part is that, yeah, I'm having fun, but then I still got to get up at 6:00 and get my
Make
girls ready for
waffles.
school. Yeah. Make a peanut butter and jelly. I literally made a peanut butter and jelly sandwich this morning with the crust cut off. And I took pride in my, like the first day I was like, man, this is ridiculous. And the second day I was like, yeah, I remember I used to, I understand like the crust isn't the best part when you're a kid.
I got to take issue with that. I don't understand people because it's not just kids anymore. People that get put off by crust. It's like it's made of the same ingredients that the rest of the fucking bread
I mean,
is made of. It's just
Right.
it is
like a hoagie's all crust, right?
Why does it
If you
look
were to have a
different then?
hoagie?
Why does it look different? I'm just kidding. I don't want to get in an argument about this. No. Yeah, but you understand, right? Like, are you just are you like one of the, like one in a billion kids that, that enjoyed crust? You one of these weirdos?
I'm just one of the lucky kids that was fortunate enough to enjoy food. Like, who
one of
the
the-
fuck, like,
You're one of those weirdos that enjoyed crust and was allergic to milk.
Are you kidding me, dude?
You have a kid like that in your class when you were in like nursery school or whatever that had to have like cereal and water, like something
allergic to milk.
before they invented lactate.
Yeah.
I remember this from my daycare. Like there was some kid that was like allergic to milk.
That was Kylie, my daughter. She's allergic to milk, and she wanted tuna every morning, so I would have to make tuna fish. Oh, at 6:00 in the morning. Oh, hungover.
I'd just be like, you're gonna have to get used to milk, gross. Kid. You're gonna have to get used to milk. Eat the dry cereal. Like what, like there's like many steps between can't have milk and tuna. You know what I mean? Like you could just have dry cereal, dry Cheerios, dry Apple Jacks, dry Fruit Loops, Fruity Pebbles, Cinnamon Life.
Yes.
Tuna?
Yeah.
Tuna for breakfast seems so weird.
No. To pack her lunch. I packed her lunch. Oh, you made your girls peanut butter and jelly for breakfast?
No, for lunch.
That's what I thought we were talking about.
I'm sorry.
I was talking about
never mind.
I don't know. I was talking about some little kid in okay. I was gonna say freak, but I should say it now. But
she's really.
I remember that, but I remember like when I was a kid. Yeah, maybe. Well, maybe this. I don't know. I remember it being a big deal. Like this kid couldn't have any kind of milk or dairy products. Maybe it's just lactose intolerant. It was just all about avoiding throwing up and diarrhea.
Yeah,
it wasn't really like a real allergy.
Yeah.
It's one of those faux allergies. One of those trendy.
This is before the scientists had made Lactaid.
Yes. Exactly. I would always put a little note in my kid's lunchbox. So maybe a little note like "Love you," knock them out, and something nice. Not
drink some milk.
Be grateful you're not lactose intolerant.
You're number one,
man.
Yes. Yeah.
Like you're number one, or at least top 5.
Top 3 in our house.
Yeah. So so I'm on a staycation and doing trying to bottom line is I'm switching. We have a 2.5 car garage and we park one car in there and the other thing is like bikes and lawnmower and whatever. And I'm trying to switch the side of the garage that we park a car on.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just rearranging shelves and whatnot and cleaning up. And I don't know.
Are you actually off of work or are you just saying staycation,
Yeah, I'm off work.
Okay. For how long?
Oh, nice.
Just through the week.
Okay.
I said vacation first.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know why I said staycation because I don't really like people that say that.
You're becoming the thing you hate, Chris.
I
How does
know.
it feel?
You're right.
But you are at home, so it does. I mean, it is an accurate description of what you're doing. So
Mhm.
I like
Yeah.
it. Good
Well,
for
that
you.
I said it in that context of like of you were bewildered.
Have
that I
they
was at.
gone to see Rockefeller Center and the Christmas tree? And
Yeah. I mean, they've seen everything. I don't even know how they do it all.
Hey,
that's
did
so fun.
any of the texts that they send you, did it say "Wish you were here"?
No, not a single one.
Damn.
In fact, my son is smirking in every picture. Like,
It's like, how do you like me now, old man?
no, but he's like, they're doing it like at the top of the Empire State Building today, and Tavern on the Green, and Broadway shows, and
That was gonna
Sardi's
be my
restaurant, and all that stuff.
next question: if they hit up a show yet?
Yeah, they saw
But
they saw Little Shop of Horrors,
Okay.
so fun.
and then they saw Beetlejuice, I think. Yeah, Beetlejuice. So the more I think about it, and I'm thinking like this is like my wife basically just took my son on a tour of her dream New York City Broadway tour vacation.
Would you ever take up a musical? Either of you two?
I've seen musicals before. I've seen a one Broadway show. I think I've seen a couple musicals in my day.
See, this is something that's taking me by surprise, Chris.
I can appreciate it. I mean, it's not my first choice.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
All right.
Like, not my first choice, but I can appreciate it. You know, I think the one I saw was like there were a few famous people in it. Like not famous, but like there's an actor from Mad Men that was big at the time. I think it was an Adam Carolla guest too. I forget his name though. So
was it Rich Summer?
Who?
Rich Summer?
No.
Okay.
Yeah, that's all I got. It's got with the white hair.
Ooh,
I think that's John Slattery.
Yeah. He was in it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah,
cool.
I think they were like singing and stuff too. Yeah.
Wow.
I think I'm not.
My favorite musical is Jesus Christ Superstar, in case anyone is wondering.
I've never even seen that. Question. I've never even seen it. The name just sounds so weird to me. That
the music is so good.
When it came out,
my kids watch it every Easter.
Yeah, I've never seen it. Yeah, I don't even know where I don't even know where, like, all my feeds and everything, like Netflix and Amazon, like they don't even ever suggest that stuff to me. I don't know.
Because you don't.
You got to search it out.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you know, it is a popular thing, right? You know, like
the music is really
like I mean, I guess it's maybe a classic or something.
Yeah.
I thought Willem Dafoe was excellent in it.
Wait, in which one?
I'm just kidding. No, he played Jesus in some other movie.
Oh yeah, The Last Temptation of Christ. Yeah.
I was just kidding.
Okay.
I don't think that was William Dafoe. Wasn't that Jim Caviezel?
No, that was Passion of the Christ.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
You're right.
Nope.
My bad.
Yeah, you're not always right, Quana.
No, I'm just going to say that. You're right. I'm going to feel like I'm at home. You're right.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's it. So I took my girls to their gymnastics class.
Oh, that was one of the things that you were going to touch base on.
What was that? What was that? Monday or Tuesday?
Yeah.
Or Tuesday. Yeah, man. It's impressive. So class is basically like these gymnastics places. It's basically just the giant rectangular gymnasium.
Right.
With just all padded floors. And then there's nothing in there, just, you know, like 200 girls, you know, with like 15 to 25, like teenage looking girls, a couple older ladies there, a couple gay dudes, you know, mixed in, instructing them. But like, it's just like, I was planning on just going in there and putting in the earbuds and just, you know, listening to something.
Grateful Dead,
Adam Carolla podcast, you know, Grateful Dead, same thing. But you know, but I was just like locked in because it's just like everywhere you see, there's just like girls doing like crazy feats of strength and bravery, and I don't know, like risking like I don't know, like I was just cringing all the time.
If not life, they're at least risking limbs.
Yeah, I guess, yeah, a lot of limb risking, a little bit of life, I guess,
Mm-hmm.
but
The
yeah,
older
just
girls
like
are all taped up, like their hands are taped, their
really,
wrists and
like
stuff.
really, like, and you just see like, I'm just sitting there in the bleachers, and then they do have that,
Mm-hmm.
and you see like all these girls like walking back and forth, limping, like with injuries, like on crutches. Like, okay, what is this? What's
It's like,
happening here?
walk
And
it
then you
off,
start
Susie, you'll be
watching,
fine.
and then like everywhere you just start scanning around, you just see like some girl like land on her back or neck or shoulder, like trying to do some kind of trick.
Yeah.
I'm just cringing. I'm like, man, what are my girls doing? They're in the stage where they're just trying to do like cartwheels,
The easy
Right.
stuff.
and then like they just do a cartwheel onto a pad,
Mhm.
and then do a high five.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's like surrounded by girls doing all kinds of things that are just like, like
And those girls
like
are in the
Olympics type
gym.
stuff.
Yeah, they're in that gym. Like you have to pay so much to be a part of the gym
Yeah,
anyways, but then
yeah.
they're there for like they go after school and they're there for 6 hours training.
Mm-hmm,
I remember
mm-hmm.
thinking when my daughter was doing it, like, this seems a little much. Like if she really wanted to do it, it seems like a lot,
Well, I guess they all seem to be, like,
It's a
I know
cult.
my kids, if they don't want to do it, they won't do it, but they all seem to be super into it, like real,
disciplined.
like
Yeah.
real into, like, just like a dude like on a skateboard, just trying to pull off some trick, like
Yeah.
really, really driven.
Your
So it's
trifid,
impressive.
Hey, I
It's
have a
also
question.
scary. It's also scary. Yeah. What's that?
Since you two are Gen X, grew up in the different era, would you appreciate the fact that they're taking a bit of a risk in this extracurricular activity, and being like, you kind of get used to the sensation of pain and working through certain injuries, whatnot? Or is it still too much like the parent in you comes out? I was like, how about you hold back a bit?
My first thought was like that this is not new. Like they've been doing this for a long time. Like
I was gonna say,
these little,
comedy when I was a girl, wanted to
maybe
be a
it's probably not as popular. Maybe like there's not a gymnastics place, like in every, within 10 to 15 miles of every child in America. There is now, there wasn't then, maybe.
Right.
But I think it's been going on a long time, and it's like, oh, okay. These girls are kind of kicking ass. So
Totally.
yeah, it's good, but it's scary too, because I was thinking, like, I was like looking around also, there's like one guy, like one other dad,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
and then like in one grandpa, like with a walker, with a tennis ball walker. And I was thinking about that scene in Revenge of the Sith, where
All right.
Chancellor calls in Order 66, where all the clones in Star Wars decide the Jedi are bad,
Right.
and they just kill them all. And I was like, man, what if Hillary was like, Order 66, ladies? Like I was pretty close to I was, like, you understand, like I'm prepared for attacks, but I was pretty close to the door. I was like, I might get a hand on the door handle, but that old man in the rocker, he's dead. He's gone.
You just have to outrun him.
The dad was like deep in the bleachers, like he's getting like pulled apart in the bleachers, because it's like you got like 200 preteen, teen, I don't know what estrogen filled, anger going on there, that are like, all they're doing is like practicing feats of strength, physical feats.
And they have very little body fat, so they're not like
they're just
normally, so they're like pent up all this.
Yeah, they seem to be like very into like trying new crazy tricks of like overhead stuff, so I feel like they'd be like, hey, watch this. Let me get a running start. We get a running start into grandpa's gut here with a, I don't even know what they're called, but like a triple back bender flipper.
Yeah.
So
Aerial axle.
it'd be carnage.
Hike.
So yeah.
Yeah. Good
But
thing
it's
you were close to the
impressive. It was
door.
impressive that I was glad. And I could see my daughters were like looking around like, oh. And then every now and then they'll ring the bell, right? Because like if one of the girls does a trick.
Right.
Like I guess there could be guys there, but I didn't see any guy gymnasts. Because my nephew was a gymnast for a long time and like through middle school, and he was really, really good. But he just quit.
It was like
Discovery
but
Girls.
whenever they do like, some new trick, they'll ring a bell and all the girls will like clap and applaud and like you'll just kind of look around to see who did what, and you'll see like everybody's like hugging them all and everything. It's like, so yeah, if Hillary does order 66, we're all dead. We're all done.
Okay. Yeah.
It's not the right place to be, and there's
not there for sure.
Preparation is important, but there's no one can prepare for that.
Yeah, you're right. But good for you, always having your eye on the attack. Who's coming for you. So that's good. That's good.
I feel like my girls would like pretend to try to help me. You know what I mean? Like, no.
No.
Yeah, probably not.
I mean, you only cut the crust off one day. You've been with them all week.
I'm going on today's day 3.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. So did I say that day 1 was ridiculous? Day 2, I remembered my youth, and day 3, I was like, gotten really good at it. You know what I mean? Like I'm making the perfect peanut butter and jelly sandwich with the crust cut off.
What was day 1?
Just like hacking at it. Like.
Okay, that's it.
Now my wife taught me a trick where you do peanut butter on both sides of the bread.
Oh, okay.
Like a thin layer, and then you put the jelly on one side, because the peanut butter on both sides of the bread keeps the jelly from soaking through the bread.
I was just going to ask you your application technique too. Good to know.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I never gave my kids peanut butter and jelly ever. Kylie had her first one in beauty school when she was like 22. She was so mad at me. She's like, "Mom, these are delicious. Why did you not let us have these?"
This is not good for you, man.
Was this a crunchy thing, or was this like
it's just messy? It's messy.
Didn't feel like clean. Was it a little bit too much of a bother?
I just don't. I just never understood like the need for it. It's like sugary and sweet.
Yeah, it is kind of a weird thing.
Yeah, it's like, how is that lunch?
It's like, really? Not even like a slice of meat? Like, no, nothing.
Yeah. So no, they never had it, and one of them's mad about it, and the other one's fine. So.
Just made me think. I went when I was after my sophomore year in high school. I went with my soccer team to play soccer for the summer in Ireland, and I stayed with a family. It was like 2 weeks, but we stayed with a family. And some days we do tours, but they'd send us like a bag lunch, and they would like, their sandwich was 2 pieces of bread with butter and a slice of meat, like a slice of ham.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm sure the butter was good.
It was like lunch. It was lunch meat, but it was butter.
I mean,
yeah.
At least it's butter. It's fat. It's what the body craves. But it's
I guess so. Never heard
butter
of it.
on bread is one of my favorite things in this world. So
they make
people are talking about like the charcuterie boards, but now they're doing them with all butter. They're putting all butter on the board, and then like different things that you could like dip the butter and pull butter through. I
mean,
amazing.
There's some foods I like that I'm not sure if I like that food, or if I just like dipping things in melted butter.
Ugh.
You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
Maybe we should make the move from adding ranch as a side to dip in with butter instead. Be like phase out ranch. Ranch has had its time. Put it out to greener pastures. Bring in the butter. Let's go.
I'm in. Sign me up. Sign me up.
Anyway, but you know what I made? Okay, so speaking of things that you've had before, because I literally had a piece of buttered bread yesterday, just because I had the loaf out and I saw the thing of butter there, and I was just like, I'm gonna have some buttered bread, because just butter on a fresh loaf of bread from the grocery store, it's good.
Mm-hmm.
Delicious.
Now Quanah's probably got some kind of like
I have a butter bell.
87 grain.
I do grass-fed butter, but I have this, it's called a butter bell. So there's like a little bit of water. There's like a container and it's got a little bit of water in the bottom. And then you put the butter inside and it goes and it stays fresh on the counter. So your butter is always soft and spreadable.
Oh, that's yeah. You got to leave your butter out for sure.
Yeah.
Although,
but if you don't have it in a butter bell, then it gets oxidized and it gets kind of gross. Like you can leave it on the counter for several days in the butter bell, and it's just spreadable and delicious. You should really look into it. They're so inexpensive.
Yeah, what I'm hearing is that your butter consumption is weak.
Off the chart.
Oh,
and you're not eating that. You got to eat that butter faster.
It's quite a bit. It's
I'll have to look at his butter
inside the bell.
I'll have to look at the butter bell.
So that's like about what, 16 ounces?
I don't know. It's a butter bong, Monkey's uncle said. I have it. Do you want me to go grab it? It's right on the counter.
No, we had something like that. But we keep it out just in like not a glass, with a glass cover on top, whatever.
Yes.
But now it's kind of gotten, it's not as it's kind of gotten cold here, so.
Right.
It's not as spreadable.
I was always under the impression that butter should be kept in the fridge.
Well, it is a dairy product.
Can be. You don't have to though. Yeah, if you like Quanah was saying, if you store it properly, or even if you don't store it that properly, it's kind of okay to just leave it out. Yeah.
It's one of those things.
If you want to leave it out, you can leave it out. But if you want it to not get gross,
you need a butter bell.
The butter bell.
I'm looking some up right now.
I've been taking cold showers. I've been doing that since April.
Oh yeah, really I saw your update.
Boy, it's been really cold here, and the water just hits different. Feels awful, but
I don't know if I could ever do that. No,
I don't have
good.
I'll be honest, I don't have the commitment to do it during the winter, but summer, spring, summer, no problem. But I
really believe in it, right? In the whole whatever, the philosophy or science behind getting in the cold tub or whatever it does to your body.
Right.
Yes.
But damn that. I'm already gonna live forever, so I'm not really worried about it. Not really worried.
It's not about living forever for me. It makes me, I think, less crazy. It makes me less anxious for whatever reason. I don't know why. It really does. Remember when Brittany Ferland,
we'll be the judge of that.
When Tommy Lee's wife was in studio and Adam was like, "You have to try getting in the cold pool or whatever. It'll make you less crazy." That's when I started doing it, and I was like, you know what?
Maybe
it does actually takes the edge off.
I think
stronger.
Because it makes you focus on how fucking uncomfortable you are, and just like it takes you away from your thoughts and all the bullshit, and it's just like, okay, now that's done.
And breathing through the uncomfortableness and like letting your heart get to that area where you can breathe, and it feels good. It really does. Like it's like an instant rush to your brain. It's good. Good.
How long do you normally do the cold showers for?
Between 1 and 3 minutes.
Okay.
That's not really long.
Well, I mean, I only have to wash a couple areas. I'm not washing my hair every day.
Oh, is this the entire shower is just cold, or you just turn it? You turn it.
Nope.
Oh, okay.
I just go in cold and get out cold. No warm for me. I don't know if that's how you're supposed to do it, but that's how I'm doing it.
Wait, do you?
I think it probably does the same effect. Like it like I say it wakes you up, which is true, but it does a lot. I mean, it does that on so many levels, I think. So
right. I don't enjoy like a steamy shower. Like people like to take a nice hot shower. I'd rather take a nice hot bath. So it's just a matter of like doing it for the effect of the cold shower. So
okay.
Yeah.
Whenever Adam Carolla talks about this a lot, the ice bath thing, and I guess he still does it, or I don't know, but it gives me flashbacks to like I think my senior year in high school, we had to do a retreat. So like you had to go on like either a cycling or a camping or like a canoeing trip for like 4 days or something. So we did this thing and I went on the canoeing trip on the Potomac. And this was like November. So the water was really cold. And I remember, and we hit the rapids and we capsized. I remember hitting the water, and that was the first time, and I think maybe the last time, like how the water,
no polar bear plunge for you.
Like the air just it was like frightening to me. It was frightening because I literally I was like scared because I didn't know what the hell was going to happen. But like I had a life preserver on, but it was like all the air is just like pushed out of your lungs. Like it's crazy. It was the craziest feeling. Yeah. So like so then I think, oh, okay. So the whole thing is kind of overcoming the fear of that. And then kind of,
yeah, it's like your body does it naturally.
Managing it.
In a couple minutes, it's like you can feel it like calm down. I'm glad that I know about it, and I'm glad that it's like a tool that I can use. So I'm glad it's another thing.
I imagine it would be good. Like if like, 'cause it would be something that it's a control thing, right? So if you have anxiety, and this is me just like not having any idea what I'm talking about, but just like if you have anxiety and like you want to conquer it, like the best thing to do would be like to create, like don't like kind of control the anxiety. Like, well, my anxiety is going to be about this really kind of unpleasant experience I'm going to force on myself, but I'm going to do it and I overcome it. So it's like I don't know.
The doctor that came in
and
talked about it,
you're creating your own kind of, I don't know, whatever.
Well, he said that in day-to-day life now that we don't experience the fight or flight reaction, it's like we're just same thing. We're not getting chased by lions. So it does for your body and your central nervous system give you the fight or flight because your body's like immediately shocked. And then it has to kind of regulate itself.
So for me, like that doctor would say, I'm good because, I'm always in a state of
ready
preparation for attacks, animal attacks, whatnot.
Goose ready for fight and attacks. Flight. Yeah.
Geese and goose.
The flight comes for you is birds of prey, birds, waterfowl.
Yeah. Peafowl, chickens.
Yeah.
Hawks, whatever.
Yeah. Make a sport out of that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because chickens fight in packs. I'm just kidding.
That's what I've heard. They need a rooster leading them in.
But I know what you're. I think that's. Adam Carolla talks about this a bit too. Like this kind of like the safer the world gets, the more people get into MMA or like those what are those tough mudder races?
Yeah, the Spartan runs or whatever.
Yeah.
Or like getting a 4x, like a big unnecessary 4x4.
That's what I have
for your daily driver.
That's what I have.
Yeah, to go.
A rebel.
I mean, there could be a flood when you're on the way to the salon. There could be a flood.
My truck keeps warning me that there's going to be an avalanche, and there's literally no mountains around. Like I think it's just ready for action. It's like, be on the lookout.
I like it.
Your car is predicting the future. It's giving you like all the warning signs, and you're just ignoring it.
It's so crazy.
I always see those cars like those I'm guessing your car doesn't have like a shovel and a ladder attached to the side of it, but you see those, what I'm talking about? You see those like Land Rovers or like Toyotas, like 4Runners that are all, I always think like, if the shit goes down, I'm just going to steal that from you, man.
I'm taking your shovel.
You're going to be out. Yeah. You're going to, or I'm going to use it against you because you're going to be out there like trying to figure out how to use your tactical shovel, like how to detach your tactical shovel from your, the frame of your Toyota 4Runner that's like, like perfectly clean with the ladder on top and everything. Got like the snorkel, the snorkel so you can drive through a river. Well, while you're doing that, I'm just going to jump in and, you left it running.
Yes.
So I'm just going to jump in and take it and save my family. Thanks a lot. I really appreciate it.
It's like you brought this on yourself, man.
I didn't even have to take out a loan. That's what I always think when I see those going down the tollway, like on the way to work. I'm like, man, I know
truck one day.
Like it's beautiful. Like I love them. Like if someone gave me one, I'd be like, thank you.
Yes.
But I'd have a hard time like going to a dealership and being like, that's the one I want. And be like going to the bank and be like, I'd like to borrow money to buy that.
That's funny.
I don't know.
That's funny.
Borrow money.
But they're all clear. But they're all
cash.
But they're all, but they're all like really clean.
Yes, always.
You know
Yeah.
Because it's like at the same time.
I know exactly what you're talking about. I know exactly the truck. I see him too. And I think
it's really clean. But at the same time, I'm thinking, man, like, dude just took out like a $80,000 loan for this thing. Like he better, it's an investment. Like he better like keep it clean. Like
some of those trucks are even more than $80,000. I just can't
even
believe how much they cost.
You're exactly right. Yeah. I'm just saying, like, it's not like the guy took like a 1987 Ford Bronco and like retrofitted it in his backyard. Like,
no,
these are like, this is like, well, if the apocalypse doesn't happen, I'm out $100K. And I got really, and I'm getting like 11 miles to the gallon. And it's got a really uncomfortable ride.
Mine is comfortable, but I only get 11.2 miles.
But it's important. But it's it's like at some point you're just like, I hope the shit goes down because man, this seemed like not a great.
I'm ready for the avalanche.
Not a great value. Like I hope there's. It's like if an avalanche doesn't happen, like you kind of like you might feel like you got ripped off or something.
Yeah.
Or
but I can bring stuff home from Lowe's, no problem. So there's that too.
I think whoever owned the truck prior to you lived in an area where there was a lot of mountains and avalanches and whatnot. So maybe that's why it's still giving you all these warnings.
Maybe. You know what? Maybe. Maybe.
What does it have? Some kind of seismometer or something that like
it tells you that there's going to be an avalanche, and then it says that there's going to be a storm. So like a storm is coming, and but the avalanche, there's no mountains. I'm in the valley. I'm in the valley. There's no mountains around me.
You got like the panic package.
Maybe.
Where like the your radio always plays like really depressing songs, like scary songs,
anxiety ridden songs,
real edgy metal,
Yes.
like
Yes. Yep.
a lot of warnings. Like
it is pretty funny and nifty if it did have its own like seismograph, like the first truck ever to have its own seismograph. There you go.
Yeah.
It'll come in handy.
Yeah. Yes. It must be like hooked up to like the weather center or something, right? Because it's telling you extreme weather that's coming, which I've lived in Sacramento for 49 years and there's never been extreme weather. I mean, it snowed a couple times. It's hot.
What if it's hooked up to whatever those, and Manny, you're probably not going to I hope you know what I'm talking about, Quana. People would have these little boxes, like a little square box, and it was like wood panel, but it was a radio. And you hit the button, and all that was a weather radio.
Oh,
do you know what I'm talking about?
That's before my time.
So. I think my grandpa had one out in his garage.
Okay. Yeah, and it was like really like you would just. It was like a radio for a caveman because it only had one button, and it wasn't even a button. It was like a lever button. It was like. If you put a device in a monkey's cage and you just wanted to make sure it activated the device, that's the kind of button it had. Like it's like a lever.
Okay.
So if you just even grazed it, it would activate. It would just read like the weather channel, like it would just be like, a recording.
Yes.
So what if it's just hooked up to that, whatever that's hooked up to?
Maybe. I'm gonna have to get to the bottom of it because it's like, where is this avalanche coming from?
Yeah, and according to that recording,
what if it knows? Like they keep saying California is like going to fall into the ocean or something. Like, what if it's like telling you? What if it's? I'm not going to worry about it tonight. I'll do that tomorrow.
When it does fall into the Pacific, you're just going to be like, "I was right." You're gonna slide. Right. You're gonna slide into the magma, into the boiling ocean. Thinking your last thought is going to be like, I was right. I was right.
Isn't there like a volcano going off in Hawaii right now too?
Mhm.
They're saying like they're trying to divert the lava in another direction, and like the native Hawaiians are like, you don't
that's pretty
move
wild.
her, like she's part of us. You can't move the lava. She's supposed to go where she wants to go. We're welcoming her in. I heard one
Okay.
Hawaiian at like a council talking. Yeah.
Until it's that council member's hut is not in the flow, in the direction of the flow. You know what I mean?
Yeah, maybe.
Like, okay. So my thought is like, who owns that real estate now? Because when there's an eruption, like the island grows, right?
I don't know how that
if you have
works.
yeah. I mean, it's not gonna be valuable for a long time, but it just creates more square footage. I think that's how it works. Yeah.
The lava makes more land. Is that what you're saying?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, interesting. But can you build on that?
Not now. You can't.
Okay. It's probably too hot still, so it'll be a while.
Well, I don't want to bring it back to Star Wars Revenge of the Sith again, where they had a lightsaber fight at the lava planet. No, I'm just kidding.
I guess that's one of the Mandela effects, is that Darth Vader did not say, Luke, I am your father. He said, I am your father. He never said Luke. Yeah. I remember it as Luke, I am your father. Or maybe that's.
Yeah, I do too, because I guess it's
that one blew me away.
Well, I'll be honest, I don't know what the Mandela effect is. I know that he fought for freedom. But I think it's because when people would pretend, like kids, boys at that, what all the kids that saw that movie would say, it wouldn't be like, I'm your father. They'd be like, Luke, I'm your father.
Right. So maybe it was just my cousin who drilled that into my brain. Could be.
Yeah. Or like for me, it was like me, or like me. Like I think that's kind of what I would have said to my friends, or they would have said to me, like, just to set
I remember saying it. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Well, you're going to have to go back and watch and see what it says.
I've seen all those movies so many times.
You wouldn't happen to have a hard VHS copy around, would you? From the early 90s?
I think I actually do have the original trilogy. I don't know. I might have thrown that away.
In VHS? I had it in VHS too. And
I had like the platinum. I had like the platinum VHS trilogy of Star Wars, and like the box set.
Yes. Yeah. I had the Terminator one too. But
I remember Star Wars kind of I remember it kind of made me mad because I bought that thinking it was a big deal. It was like $90. It's like $90 in like early 2000s money.
Yeah.
Before Biden's economy.
Exactly.
And Obama. Oh yeah. Pre-Biden, pre-Obama. And then like 6 months later, they release the platinum gold, or like the, superstar, this edition, or like unlimited, and then it's just streaming, and then they stream it. Then I realize like they're constantly releasing something with something extra, and they're always holding back.
Yeah. So you found that out in the 90s?
It's a filthy money grab is what it is.
This was this morning. Literally. I was just thinking
it all came to you.
No, I think that might have been the last box that I bought after Die Hard box set.
Kylie's watching Die Hard tonight, Christmas movie with her friends.
I love that. I saw Die Hard in the theaters.
Yeah.
Speaking of,
that's part of that. That's part of like my whole readiness thing, is like, that's probably not going to happen, but I could like, I'm probably not going to be in a tower, be able to John McClane myself out of there and become a hero. But
but you're ready.
A goose attack is more likely.
You're right.
Not going to make a movie out of it. Not going to be famous, but yeah, it's better than nothing.
It might go on like TikTok and become viral. You could still be famous. Mm-hmm. Not John McClane famous, but
Yeah.
Christopher Trail famous.
Something.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Was I not supposed to say your name? Should we edit that?
I don't really care.
Yeah,
You're ready.
It really wouldn't
He's
be.
ready.
It wouldn't be hard for anybody to like figure anything out.
He's ready. Who's he kidding? He's ready.
I'm looking. I'm looking at my notes from like 2 weeks ago or something. So
I have a question.
Yeah. I'm sorry. You were trying to jump in a couple times. What's up, man?
How is this a Christmas truck that goes by your neighborhood, a yearly thing, or does it just like sporadically show up when it feels like?
No, in our town, the fire department goes through, I think in like the month of December, they can literally go through every neighborhood,
Ours too.
apartments and houses and whatever.
Damn.
Yeah, and I think it's all scheduled. So there's a website and you get notifications. My notification, when my wife texted me at like 5 o'clock saying they're coming around tonight.
Get outside.
It's like, aren't you supposed to be in New York? It's like, don't worry about it.
Well, she gets all the notifications.
Okay.
And then, but luckily here it's balmy. I'm looking at my computer. It's 66 degrees outside right now. It's been a weird week. Yeah, it's been really strange.
That is weird.
Yeah, it's like misting all the time and like I don't know.
Sounds like Texas is horny.
Balmy. He said balmy, not horny, man.
Balmy. Yeah.
Okay.
Balmy.
It's been very balmy here lately. I feel like people should say balmy more. I mean, it's a perfect, I feel like it captures that, like when it's like in the 60s, it's kind of warmer than it should be. It's really humid.
Good alternative to moist.
Yeah. Moist is.
Yeah. Balmy is better. I like it.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Mm-hmm.
I have no problem with moist. I think it should be used more often.
Let's see. I thought I had a shout out. I don't know what they're feeling. Where you guys came down on this shout out.
All right.
I don't even know what the lady's name is. Let's just call her Karen. Karen Cheese Sticks is her name.
Hi, Miss Cheese Sticks. Hope you're doing well.
Yeah, it's weird. I think it's
I
Polish.
know where this is going.
It's Polish or something. I don't know. But yeah, this lady, Karen Cheese Sticks, she fought a lawsuit against TGI Fridays because she bought a $23 bag of frozen mozzarella sticks from Amazon.com.
Right.
Oh, boy.
That's weird. Like frozen yeah.
Of all places to buy it from.
She's a stoner.
Really?
That Karen mozzarella sticks is a stoner.
Or she's got like 4 like sons in her stoner sons in their 20s.
Yeah. They all live at home.
Like that's a lunch on a Tuesday. 7
man.
pounds of mozzarella sticks. Anyway, she got this package and then she read the package and noticed that there's no mozzarella cheese on the label at all. But the bag is clearly labeled like TGI Fridays mozzarella sticks,
Oh, but see.
So she won. I think she won the lawsuit.
Uh-huh.
What's that?
What?
They're serving you their version of what mozzarella sticks are.
What?
And it's not cheese, my friend.
Ah. Don't eat that, people.
Exactly.
Oh.
Well, it's like cheddar cheese. Well, the funny thing on the label was that it said now with even more cheese taste.
Exactly.
I'm not even kidding. Like I sent the picture to you guys, right? I sent the picture. That's what it said on the there was like a starburst on the label that said now with more cheese taste. That's the giveaway.
Exactly. It's just like, what are you making taste like cheese?
Well, the trick is that they use cheddar because cheddar has more flavor. I guess has like a stronger flavor than mozzarella. You know what I mean? Like a different but stronger. So people are like, yeah, you're right. There is more cheese. There's more cheese flavor. They taste cheesier.
So it is cheese. It's just not mozzarella.
Correct.
Is that okay? Well, that's weird.
But cheddar cheese sticks sounds.
That sounds horrible.
Yeah, no one wants that.
I mean, I would eat that.
Well, if TGI Fridays.
Oh my God, American cheese sticks. Why don't we have American?
like cheese sticks made of Kraft singles, like that texture cheese, like Velveeta.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they should make mozzarella cheese sticks out of Velveeta and just call it. Then you could just still call it mozzarella. It's fine.
Oh yes, I love American
You know,
cheese.
family of 3 over here talking about Fremunda cheese sticks. Is like, I don't know about all that, son.
What?
That's a bit
What?
much. Fremunda cheese.
Fremunda cheese? Is that like really the stinky cheese or something?
It's some kind of stinky cheese, I'll tell you that.
It's from under the balls. It's a joke.
Of the cow.
It's a joke.
Of the
No,
feet.
it's a joke.
The milking cows don't have balls, Quana. Just kidding. No, yeah, I would like to make cheese. You know what I mean? I sometimes I watch YouTube videos of people making cheese.
Yeah, it's impressive.
Are you sure
You
you're
can
not
make your
Amish?
own butter too. Wild.
Yeah, I don't really want to make my own butter. I would like to make my own cheese, but I don't want to make my own butter. I don't know why that is, you know.
Hey,
I
you know
think the
what?
cheese
Cheese
will
making
take longer.
process seems to take longer, like you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You
Lovely.
get to go
I do know what
outside,
you
crack a few while you're processing the cheese, doing whatever that means, you know what I mean? Like I gotta go
I
take
love-
care of the cheese.
I love the cheese section of, I go to this little, it's like a specialty market or whatever, and they have this whole little cheese section, and there's always a girl in there and
Oh yeah.
wants to help
giving the
you or
samples
cut you a
out.
little slice
Yeah.
off. I don't take the samples, but I do get her help.
A cheese sommelier, is that what
I
they
do
call it?
sometimes, but they're lucky I'm a better person, than that, because I would if I didn't have any scruples, I'd go in there and be like, yeah, I was thinking about buying some cheese for a party tonight. And just get all kinds of cheese and leave.
Taste all the cheeses. Yeah.
Yeah.
What are your
What I do now is I get samples of the cheese I like,
and
I'm gonna buy the cheese anyway.
right.
You know what I mean? It's just a way to get a little free cheese.
Well, freaking cheese at the store.
But
Right.
then it also, they're like, they feel good. They feel validated because I asked to try that cheese. They sliced that cheese.
Yeah.
I bought the cheese.
Sure, work either way. They're there to slice cheese. You're right. I should be taking some cheese now that I think about it.
I mean,
She's
yeah,
probably
I mean,
bored
if
to
they,
tears.
right.
What
I mean,
else?
they just want to feel like that they, they made some commerce happen. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh no, she does. She's always on
They're
the
not just getting
mic in the
paid,
store. She's like, I have this lady. She's always announcing like what the cheese is. And
Hmm.
yeah, they only eat on the shady side of the pasture.
Oh, what is she like?
and
Is this place, is she
all-girl
like mic'd up
farm.
or something?
Yeah, in the grocery over the, come by, check it out.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Oh.
I think the Super Tom Thumb used to do that. They'd make announcements or Market Street here used to do that. Yeah.
Yeah.
I have to know, what's your favorite cheeses? Both of you go.
I just discovered smoked Gouda. I'm obsessed. I just discovered it. It's delicious.
I like smoked. I could get on some smoked Gouda. Yeah, on some crackers. Oh man, I don't really have a refined palate, so I don't really have a lot of like fine tastes I love, but I do love. There's like some really nasty blue cheese. There's a certain
Okay.
brand
So good.
that we'll get
Yeah.
for like Thanksgiving or Christmas parties or whatever, and it's so nasty. It like burns your mouth when you're eating it.
Ugh.
You know what I mean? Like, oh, that tastes really crazy, and also it burns. Like whatever kind of crazy bacteria is going on is like, oh, what's this tongue? Let's attack this tongue. Yeah, it burns a little bit. I wonder if I'm imagining that or if there's like an actual thing to it. Or
There has to be.
yeah. But yeah, like,
I love a good
Oh,
blue cheese on a wedge salad.
man.
Oh, so good.
I'm so glad you brought this up because there was something I meant to write down, but I didn't, was thinking about like all the different, those cheese logs. I'm not even sure why I was thinking about this, but what I'm talking about, like the cheese logs that were used to be really popular.
Yeah, they like roll them in nuts or something.
Yeah, exactly.
Right?
Like, yeah.
I've never had it. I don't know
Orange,
what
be like the cheese
Yeah.
inside would be orange. It'd be like orange and white swirl.
Yeah,
what
I
mean?
don't
Like,
know what that is. I've never tasted it, but I've seen it.
Yeah, sometimes it'd be like red, like kind of a reddish color, because it was
this all sounds gross.
Yeah.
I tell you what, if one was in front of me right now, I would hang up this call right now and start eating it.
It's probably like pub cheese or something, right? Which I would never turn my nose up to.
There's a brand. I'm going to get into it, but there's a brand. I want to say Cracker Barrel, but that's a restaurant.
No,
but maybe it was like a brand of like grocery
Pepperidge
store
Farm.
cheese. Pepperidge Farms definitely made one, like a log.
Didn't they have like a Christmas store, like where they would sell the summer sausage?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, they rolled in nuts, which is weird, but oddly good.
Really?
Or I don't know. Maybe I was just like starving to death when I was 7 years old, walking through the mall with my mom and like Christmas shopping, just starving.
So good. Yeah.
And they're just like, here's a cheese and cracker, just like anything. You know, it just brings back memories. But cheese logs, cheese balls. You know what I mean? Like they made the cheese balls. Like they still make these.
Cheese,
they're at the grocery store.
My favorite, Raw Farms cheddar cheese. What's up?
Raw Farms cheddar.
Find us at all your Sprouts. Bristol Farms.
Cheddar's good. You can't really
yeah.
Sharp cheddar. There's like there's a brand of was it English or Irish cheddar, white cheddar that they sell at Costco that's really good.
Oh yeah. I've seen that. Yep.
But yeah, I'm not familiar with this weird pub cheese stick or whatever that you're speaking of. Because
back to your original question, Manny, I'm gonna change my answer. It's brie cheese.
Okay.
Brie cheese is my favorite. I love like hot. Oh, so good.
My wife's been getting this like soft brie cheese spread, which I think is not brie cheese at all.
Wow. I can't believe it's not brie,
but it's like spread. Because we've had the real deal, and that's like, I think the real deal is like an acquired taste, like real brie. It's like and all that. But she gets this brie spread. It's really good on like a baguette or whatever.
Yeah. Any excuse to eat bread and cheese, I'm in.
I think we're giving the people an excuse to go eat some bread, buttered bread and cheese.
It's the holidays. You're supposed to be eating bread and cheese and snacks and dips and things like that, right?
And I'm gonna get fat as fuck if I do that. I'm trying to avoid all that.
Yeah, Hickory Farms. Monkey's uncle said.
Hickory Farms, just like
that's what it was called.
There's even another, and then they would sell it in like a tub of that cheese spread, not with the nuts rolled in it. Obviously, it's in a tub.
That's pub cheese.
But is that pub cheese? Okay.
I think that's pub cheese.
Oh, okay. I've heard the term pub cheese. I've heard the term pub cheese before, but I don't know. But that shit's good on a Ritz or a what's the Keebler? Like the club crackers.
Yeah.
They have that chicken in a basket cracker. Oh,
I'm sorry, what?
In a long time.
Chicken in a biscuit.
Biscuit. Okay. Yeah, you're right. Biscuit. It's so good.
Now, chicken and a biscuit crackers are so damn good.
They're so damn good.
So good. It's just like a cracker with just like tons of salt and seasoning.
Oh, so good.
It does chicken
taste like
bouillon.
Chicken in a biscuit. Yeah.
It's really weird, but it's like super salty. My grandmother used to get those, and I would just eat them like potato chips.
Yeah. Oh, heck yeah. Me too.
Oh, that was the question. Didn't I have a question? Didn't I tell you guys I had a really important question about eating cheese and crackers?
I think you did. Sure. I can't recall.
I think I typed that. I was scrolling back. I couldn't find. Okay. So, compared to chicken and a biscuit, this seems lame, but so you got it. You're eating cheese and crackers.
Chicken gets you again this week.
You really
starting to notice an emerging pattern here.
Fake chickens. Anyway, so you get a cracker, right? A lot of crackers nowadays, like these flatbread crackers, whatever, they're seasoned on one side.
Word.
You know what I'm talking about? Like even a Ritz cracker
know what you're talking about.
Is salted on one side only.
Yeah.
So then you're having cheese and crackers, and you have a slice of cheese. So like the cracker doesn't matter so much, the cheese doesn't matter. What side of the cracker do you put the slice of cheese?
The salted side to hold it
Unsalted
in.
side.
Same as the peanut butter and jelly, peanut butter on both sides. You want to keep that salt in. You don't want it falling off into your hand. You want it on top. I'm right.
I appreciate your answer. I don't appreciate your confidence.
I'm putting the cheese on the unsalted side just to mask the blandness.
Yeah, because if you got the cracker, okay, you got the cracker.
Draw the diagram.
Yep, and you got the seasoning on the bottom and the cheese on the top. When you put it in your mouth,
hits your tongue.
The seasoning on the cracker hits your tongue. Now, yeah,
it all rubbed off on your finger. Then you have to do something with your finger. It has the stuff on it.
Well, hold
especially
the cracker
if it's
like
chicken
this.
in a biscuit.
Hold the cracker like this, like a fancy lad. Come on.
All right. Okay.
What do you think? We got paws here. Man, he's got a gold chain.
Yeah, man, we're not JV here, man. We got to hold the cracker properly.
All right.
I've got my cracker holding utensil like a gentleman.
Yes. I like those little the what are they called? Starts with a W, like watercress crackers are real bland.
They're like real thin. Yeah, water crackers. Yeah.
They don't really have a lot of flavor, but they're really a good vessel for good cheese.
Good. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, because they know, they probably know because they take the whole seasoning side out of the equation because their cracker just, it's like barely tastes like it tastes like water and air.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
Like the little wafer you get at church.
Yeah, I was gonna say, that's what it sounds like.
Yeah, water and air, and you're blessed.
Here's the body of Christ.
Yep. The body of Christ compels you to eat this cracker. But I don't know. I kind of mix it up. I mean, this has been a 40 plus year debate inside my head of like what to do there.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I think that you should do it my way.
It is going to get mixed up. Yeah. I mean, you should think that your way is best.
Yeah. Waterford crackers, monkey's
Either
uncle,
way.
not Melba toast. Isn't Melba toast that little brown rye thing? Yeah, no, never Melba toast. The Waterford cracker, right? I think it's Waterford. I don't know.
Melba toast would be good with like a brie spread.
I've never had Melba toast.
There's some in the fridge right now, so we're gonna wrap up.
Okay.
We got some good crackers downstairs that are seasoned, and we have some of that brie spread.
I might be making some butter bread after this too. I'll be honest with you.
Yes. I'm in.
But I'm glad we got on this. We went around to this because I was wondering about what you guys thought about the whole cheese and crackers. Because I mean, literally every time I eat cheese and crackers, I think to myself, I wonder, like, am I doing this right?
Do you ever buy that cheese that's already cut? It's like a little tube of like you can just pull little slices, little perfect cracker slices. I snack too much.
I thought you were talking about easy cheese for a second. The cheese in a can.
That's good too. No, it's like it's like in a little rectangle, and it's like little tiny slices of cheese that you can like a little filing cabinet of cheese.
Oh, like the Costco sampler thing?
No, it's like it actually comes in like a rectangle
like a
box
drawer?
like this.
No,
and it's just got little tiny perfect squares of cheese, just a whole row, or rack of cheese, if you will, like a Ritz, but a rack of cheese instead of a rack of crackers. Do you know that Ritz are not sold in Europe because they're considered toxic?
Ritz, shit.
Cheez-It, Pop-Tarts, Doritos are amongst the lots that are sold in other countries.
Well, I'm conflicted because
they're delicious.
They are delicious, and I hate them. Yeah. Those Europeans, But
as he wears his Manchester United shirt.
No, I really I wish they would do that. I guarantee you, if they did that in the United States, Nabisco would be like, we need to make a fucking healthy Dorito. It'll cost us. Okay, guys, sit down because you might faint. It's going to cost us an extra 32 cents a bag.
Yeah.
To make the Doritos healthy.
Isn't that horrible?
somebody
awful.
help Roger. Roger just fainted, like.
Is there anything better than a Cool Ranch Dorito though? Not now. Like Doritos
Man.
now don't taste like they did when I was a kid. But
I feel like the
I
Doritos
love a Cool Ranch Dorito.
when I was like 12 years old, like taking a fresh bag of Doritos, like and just going to town. Doritos they don't taste anything. There's no way Dorito, like maybe I do, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it's just me because I was 12, and
No, you're not. It's changed. The
never felt the touch of a woman,
changed.
but but like, yeah, it's changed so much. Like even like it's not as flavorful,
Yeah. There's more ingredients and they have to hide the plastic. They're trying to hide the plastic and everything. So
I remember
that's what the flavor is.
Even Doritos, like you'd pull a Dorito out of the bag. It was kind of like potato chips, kind of where you pull Doritos out of the bag and there'd just be like a shitload of like stuff on it.
Yes.
Like you get a bunch of those, like, yeah.
So good.
But now like every Dorito in the bag is exactly the same.
My diet, I would pick my girlfriend up from school. We would drive to the AM PM. I would get a suicide soda with all of the sodas, a big bag of Cool Ranch Doritos, and a $10,000 Grand Bar. That was my breakfast and my lunch for years. It was horrible.
$100,000 Grand Bars are
man,
best. My son realized that this year actually because he got some for Halloween, and he was like, "This is my new favorite." Yeah,
good for him, smart kid.
I have a quick story to share from my trip to Mexico back in April. I noticed that a lot of the junk food that they sell there, there's labels on like maybe the top right or left corner of each packaging. It's just like warning: excessive sugar, excessive saturated fat, excessive this, that, the other. I was just like, like they don't label that shit like that here in America, but just the fact that it's just like, we'll still sell it to you, but we're just letting you know, if you consume this garbage, this is what you're going to be eating. So I thought that was it was interesting. It was a nice little change. It was like, all right.
Yeah.
There's no way in hell that Nabisco and all these companies are making those products the same or better. Like they got to be even worse in countries like not just Mexico, but in countries where like people are poorer, just less educated, less health, like less healthcare, less knowledge. Like they got to be putting like just if we're getting poison. I mean, I don't know what's worse than poison, but
no,
they got to be like, this is the poison.
Don't cheat yourself to think that America treats their people better. Just
they're going to be like,
that's the first mistake.
These these people aren't even good enough for poison. We're going to give them poison byproduct.
Exactly.
And
it's not even just to be like, I think it's just to onset whatever diseases they want to inflict on them quicker. It's just like, Mexico is coming up quickly on the second fattest country in the world, next to us, next to America. So it's just like, it's not by accident, I
think it's when when societies, groups of people move really, really fast from like natural eating or natural, like something natural to like something like just manufactured, like so fast. Like it went from like, like family went to the market and got fresh food and made it to like, oh no, like 75% of what you eat can just sit on a shelf for days, never go bad.
You know what I've noticed
weeks.
The dairy and like, it used to be like the expiration date was like between 7 and 9 days from purchase. Now it's like several weeks out. Isn't that like, I'm like, that's weird.
I think there's something about like, I noticed that with, like if you buy like Lactaid, like the Lactaid is in a carton, like that has like a month, like that goes on like a long time.
Wild how long they say that they're good now.
And I think that organic milks sometimes have longer shelf. I don't know.
It's long. I'm like, this doesn't seem right to me, but I mean, it smells fine, but it makes me wonder because when I was a kid, I can remember milk, you would have to smell it and it would be bad after a certain day, but this is like long, like the expiration date is long. It's far.
I think I've smelled milk. I don't know. What do you think? 3,000-4,000 times, 8 trillion times in my life. And it's only been bad twice. Like
Yeah, you only
it's
have
like,
to have it bad once to have
like we
that.
could, yeah,
Let's
we
not
could like,
curse.
yeah, like you could not do it ever and you'd be fine, you know?
I had
But
bad milk as a little girl. I was like in second grade in the lunchroom, and ever since then, like I have to make sure it's good. Make sure it's
well, we have
you're
3
right.
kids, so yeah, there's milk could go bad in 3 days, it'd still be fine to be gone.
Yeah,
Nonstop.
yeah.
Yeah. And now we're not really big on drinking like milk or anything like that. It's just
It goes fast,
for,
especially when
like,
you have boys in the
whatever
house.
food recipes, cereal, whatever, cookies, whatever.
Yes.
Do you use
You
milk
guys will
and
be
cook
happy to know
pancakes?
that I am off sugar completely.
Oh
I
yeah,
used to
congrats.
only use it in my coffee, but now I'm on honey, which I had never had honey before.
In your
But
coffee?
I'm having honey in my coffee.
Huh.
It's fine. It's really fine. It just tastes sweet.
You should
It
use
doesn't
brown
taste.
sugar because it's more natural.
I
It's
was
all
using
sugar.
like
It doesn't
a
matter.
yeah,
I've used brown sugar in coffee when they ran out.
yeah,
Like, that'll be fine.
sure, delicious.
Yeah, it
Little
is all
molasses.
sugar. Yeah. I don't know. I'm just kind of at a point where I don't eat nearly as much as I used to. Just period. Like across the board.
Yeah.
Whether it's snacks, meals, whatever. I just don't eat nearly as much as I used to.
So what you're saying is you're
Yeah, I think as I
starving
get
yourself. I got you.
no, as I get older, I realize like it's kind of becomes like a less of a I don't know.
Monkey's uncle says honey is sugar. No, it's not the same as white sugar.
It's bee
Um,
puke. All right.
Yes, beef puke. It's still sugar. It doesn't matter if it came in a package or not. Like it's
not about my liver knowing the difference, because alcohol turns into sugar too. It's about having the sugar in my house that I'm eating. And
I think it's just everybody needs to eat less of it and eat less processed stuff, and that's all. Just like
yes,
I don't
get
know.
down with
I'm
that.
not really an advocate. I mean, if you want to go off the grid and go, like go for it. But like, if you want to like, be in the modern world and
we do less.
just do a lot less, a lot less.
Yeah,
the modern world's trying to kill us, though, Chris.
it is.
It's a battle.
Yeah, I
out
don't
there,
know. I
man.
don't know. I get real weird about food too, because yeah, I don't know. That's a story for
I
another
do
day.
too. Okay.
Yeah. Save it for the next
I'm gonna make a
episode.
note of that. I want to hear your story about weird food things, because I have weird food things too.
I don't have
Save it
weird
for the
things
next
about
one.
particular foods. I can just not eat.
Same.
I feel like Chris
I don't
is
think it's
doing his
abnormal. I
best.
think it's like a normal thing. Like, like
Oh.
humans weren't designed to like be snacking all the time.
Yes.
Or like eating 3 big meals a day or whatever. Don't get me wrong, it feels damn good. Like
Yeah, I don't understand that
if you're
either.
like
Like,
25, 30 and you got like 3 kick-ass meals coming at you a day, like enjoy yourself,
right.
But
Yeah.
I don't know. For me, to me, it's just more kind of comes natural. Like as I get older, I start to slow down a little bit.
Yeah, sure. Lean into it.
I really don't like being full. Is that strange? That's not strange, right?
That's interesting.
Yeah. I don't like the feeling of being full.
Oh, wow. I feel like I feel that all the time. Maybe I smoke too much marijuana because I'm a snacky bitch. I love to graze. I love second
But you
dinner.
never feel like you're full though, do you? Or at the very end, you're like, oh shit.
Sometimes, yeah. We made a big old prime rib last night. Oh yeah.
Oh shit, that sounds awesome.
That I'd be good with getting really full on that, but
yeah, it was good. It was really,
plus,
really
like,
good.
I think part of it is also being in a household where there's 3 kids and it's just like there's always chips around, there's always this and that, but it's like we're always running out of those things.
Yeah.
So it's like if I start to get into the Chips Ahoy, that just means we have to double up next week.
Gotcha.
So yeah,
You're frugal.
That might be
frugal
part
with
of it
your
too.
eating.
Well, maybe frugal, maybe like there's always some kind, when we run out of the Oreos or run out of this, run out of that, like it's just if I can just I don't need it. right?
Yeah.
So that's
No,
a plus.
I don't even buy it.
And
Yeah.
if I can just skip it, and that just means that it's another day without a fight of the last Oreo or whatever.
Right.
Or we made it through the next, that week of groceries without running out of cookies, then because you didn't need that cookie in the first place, then it's like, yeah, that kind of stuff starts to come easy.
Good. I like that.
Mm.
Yeah. I just don't buy it and we don't have to eat it.
Smart.
Yeah,
That's the
with
way to
little
go,
kids,
man.
we try not to, but with the kids, it's like you can't.
Yeah.
You can, but
you can.
you can.
It's a battle because when they're not with you, they're gonna get that shit offered to them at school or whatever other type of extracurricular functions they may be involved in. So it's just like they're inundated with it.
Yeah.
They
I
kind of
highly
make it
convinced
so.
that Cheerios were cookies. I used to tell her, "Do you want some cookies?" So I would give her Cheerios just plain, like in a bowl, like to snack on.
Yeah, there's a weird thing as a parent, like where you don't want your. There's a really weird thing that I think is a very human thing that drives us, that also causes a lot of problems, where we, like, as a parent, you don't want your children to be outsiders or not in it. You know what I mean? And it's just like, so then that is a very human thing, whether you're a caveman, looking at your caveman child, like playing, playing club
you don't want to be the weirdo.
Club the cougar with the, with the other kids. And you don't want your kid to be the weirdo. And that, like, that's a very human, like, animal thing. Like you want your kid to be in the pack. Yeah. But then you're also like training your kid to be in the pack, like just be part of the pack. And
right.
Man, it's kind of
that's why homeschoolers, they're like, no, we don't want our children to be anything like your children. It's like the homeschool mom motto. Yeah, our kids are weird. We like it that way.
Yeah, but then at some point they'll be normal.
Right. Yeah.
Like homeschools will be normal. And it's like, well, you just did like, like, it's not like your parents were like creating crafts and like, things for you. They were just going on a website and, printing out things and, going to places and meeting other kids and like getting like.
I remember when my kids were little thinking like, I could tell them anything. Like I could tell them that brushing your teeth is tying your shoes. Like they wouldn't, you know what I mean? Like, of course they would be weird as they went into, the world. But I just remember thinking like, that's so crazy. Like everything that they know how to do is on me. Like I got to figure this out. It's wild.
It is, but it's like there's something within you, whatever you want to call it, life, whatever. But it's like, I need this thing to survive, to thrive, to feel good, to be happy, to like grow strong. And if I got to step in front of a train to make it happen, I'll do it. Like it's something. But at that same part of you is also like, but I also want to make sure they're in the group. Right. I want to make sure everybody likes them. I don't want to,
Yeah.
I don't want them to piercing their nose too early or, whatever it is like that, it's going to make them one of the weirdos, whatever.
I know. You got to let go of that.
Oh, I want my kids to, I've already, like my wife, I'm always like, I wonder how many tattoos she's going to get.
I'll never forget when
like
Kylie
I have
got
one that I
done.
think will have 0. And I have one that I think
trouble. Unlimited.
There's no cap on it. Yeah. It's like, yeah.
Yep. Same. Yes. Oh my goodness. My son went with no tattoos and then he got drunk and got like a broken heart on his wrist, like a little tiny broken heart. Like you went 25 years, no tattoos, and then boom, the weirdest little on your wrist, broken heart.
Well, emojis are in. It's all about the emojis.
Yikes. Yikes.
I do want
I used to be worried about that.
But They're just expensive. So I was like, oh wait.
Oh, you know what I
They're
just
so
remembered?
expensive.
We were talking about the lady that sued TGI Fridays. Did we wrap that up? Because she won. I just want to think. Yeah, like so she won. Yeah, there was no mozzarella cheese in there. I guess that was it. I was just wondering. Yeah, like is she like? Does she deserve a shout out for doing this?
Yes.
Like because she had nothing better to do, or like she just like she was so offended by the cheese mislabeling. You know.
Well, I mean, if you buy 27 mozzarella sticks on Amazon.com, you know, you
Yeah.
want what you paid for.
Like
So bless her
also
heart.
you can look at the label on the website too.
Totally. Yeah, that's true.
So
Good
I feel
point.
like there's some kind of game, you know, like some kind of game being played. I don't know. Or maybe not. Maybe she's just like she's from Wisconsin, you know,
She still
originally.
deserves a
I
shout
don't know
out,
where
though.
she is
I mean,
now.
she went up against big TGI Friday.
Mhm.
Good for her.
Yeah, I barely remember this now, but I think the like TGI Fridays, the restaurant got let off the hook
Yeah,
because really they were just selling their like the licensing the name, you know,
right.
because people imagine
Not
TGI
even the same
Fridays.
mozzarella sticks. Man,
But
what a bummer.
the lawsuit is moving forward against Inventure Foods or whatever, like the food, like the big Monsanto type company that just manufactures bulk cheese sticks.
I like the
And probably
TGI
decided
Friday ones
like
because they're
cheddar's
flat.
cheaper. Cheddar's
Yeah.
cheaper. Like they can move a lot
Yeah.
more.
Maybe.
And that was it. But yeah, then also like I feel like there's like an honorable mention shout out to the person at TGI Fridays or wherever the food company who knew damn well like there had to be a meeting when they were like, all right, everybody, so this week we're cutting out all the mozzarella and we're fully cheddar. So now like last week it was 1% mozzarella, so we can get away with this, but now it's 100% cheddar. And there's somebody in that meeting, somebody in the marketing team was just like, fuck these people. We're going to keep calling them mozzarella sticks. We'll do we'll do whatever we want.
All the other podcasts are covering the Balenciaga scandal, and we're covering the TGI Friday scandal.
Yeah. I mean,
but there's somebody that worked there that was just like that knows damn well, or maybe not. Maybe they had all this information siloed that like the person making the packaging had no idea.
I don't buy that.
That's not true though, because it's like the ingredients are on there. Like they get the list. I don't buy that for a second. Yeah, but someone was like, I don't even care. You know, it's my job to make sure this food's labeled properly, but I don't even care I don't care.
Hey, cheese flavor.
I'll say what people
mozzarella.
Get. I'll say, somebody was like, I'll say what mozzarella cheese sticks are.
I like it.
Nobody's going to tell me. Well, now a court's going to tell you, and Mrs. Karen Cheese Sticks is going to tell you what's up.
Yeah.
Thanks, Karen.
Thanks, Karen. Karen Cheese Stick.
People do this stuff with their time, you know?
Yeah. Heck yeah. Go on Nextdoor any day of the week, Manny, right?
Absolutely.
People are doing stuff with their time. They are just, they're mad. Why is your dog off a leash? They're mad that people parked on the street. They're mad. They're just mad. People are pissed off.
And they don't value their time because they're so angry.
Yeah.
Nextdoor app is weird because you would think that social media, as people get closer, like they'd be a little more tight-lipped.
Yeah.
You know, than on Facebook, you know, like, but no. Like they're like, hey, people are like just posting things just to let you know they're crazy and nearby.
Yeah.
And they live in your subdivision.
And I live close to you.
Mm-hmm.
So even though you're living in a big city, you still feel like you're living in a small town. It's the inverse.
Mm-hmm.
It's weird.
But then you realize that you're surrounded by assholes who are mad about dogs playing in a park. Like, it's weird.
Yeah, people
really weird.
That and like people let their freak flag fly locally, you know, more than they would on like Facebook, you know, with like their high school. Like, I don't know. It's weird.
Yeah.
It's weird. They share a lot. Like Facebook, people overshare on Facebook. You know, I wasn't going to mention you by name, but you know, people do overshare on Facebook. But on Nextdoor app, they overshare like at like another level.
Yeah.
Wait, do you think it's because your pictures aren't splattered all over the place like they are on Facebook? There's like a certain level of anonymity that comes with Nextdoor.
Isn't it? Don't you have to
Maybe, I
like
don't
say your
know.
name and they only let you like in a certain like?
Yeah, I mean,
I
it'll
know that
say
I
like
was in
right there. It'll be like,
yeah.
Karen Cheese Sticks, Frisco Hills subdivision.
Yeah. They let those Polacks in over there.
And
No, you're right. Yeah, the names are there or whatever. The photos are there
Yeah.
too.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
when I was in grade school, like Polak jokes were like all the rage, and I didn't understand it. Like I was like,
Same.
what are you talking about? Like what?
But it was like an
people
Archie
from
Bunker thing, right? Wasn't
So
he?
what the
Didn't he
was
fuck
it? I
is
don't
a
know. People like
Polak?
from Poland. I was like, what's a Poland? What is this?
Yeah. Where are they now? Where are the people from Poland?
Where are these? They're nowhere. I don't even.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, why are they?
Well, I
and
mean,
why are
they're
they changing
irrelevant
light? Why
joke.
are they changing light bulbs so much?
Because they're always breaking shit. That's why they're clumsy people.
Yeah, and then you start having these feelings like, man, well,
Why are
there
changing light
must
bulbs?
be something wrong with them, and they're always the team that's changing light bulbs.
They're accident prone. That's what it is.
That's funny.
It's so weird. It was so weird because I don't think that lasted very long, right? Like, because there's like black racism, Asian racism, whatever, Hispanic, but like the Polak jokes, like kind of came and went, like 70s, early 80s, and then they just gone.
Yeah, I think it was a 70s thing for sure.
And
Maybe
then like, I
because-
guess that's an insult in itself because it's like, we just ran out of things to make fun of you people about. Like,
yeah, exactly. They don't have like their people don't have like
you got no
cultural
layers.
staying power. Yeah,
Yeah.
they're boring. They're bland. They're dull.
You got no layers of ridiculousness like the Asians, and
Yeah.
Oh shit.
you're one dimensional
Love
and
it.
you're
Yeah. You only
Mhm.
can't change light bulbs. That's weird. Yeah.
I don't remember how the joke went.
How many does it take to screw in a light bulb, right?
Yeah, when I was in grade
And then it was
school, like
something-
everything was like Polak jokes and like diarrhea jokes.
Oh my gosh, there was a diarrhea song when I was a kid.
Yeah, driving in a Chevy, feeling something heavy, diarrhea.
Yeah, they did songs on Corolla this week. Remember?
Yeah,
Like old
at the
rhymes.
top of the like at the top of the week, I think on Monday or something,
Yeah.
or Tuesday. Yeah.
Yes, I love that. Nostalgia.
Oh shit.
Yeah, I like that when Adam gets into that. Yeah. But Adam's getting old though. Everything's gonna be nostalgia. So.
Yeah.
Weird.
Well, nostalgia sells. Like sex took a back seat to nostalgia, man.
It's weird.
Ooh.
Like The Office is nostalgia, getting there.
Oh shit, you're right. That came out in like early 2000s.
Oh boy. I've
Fuck.
still never seen it. Well, I watched
Really?
the episode with the ace holes. We watched a couple episodes on one of the trips.
Oh, well,
Yeah.
Yeah, during the barbecue.
you should.
I know.
That's good though. That like you'd like it. It's really funny.
Yeah.
You just got it. I like that. You just have that stored up.
Yeah.
Like,
I've
whenever
never seen
you're
The
gonna-
Simpsons either. So
Yeah, one day you're
there's
gonna be
that.
like, I've completely run out of the internet.
Out of TikTok videos.
Watched every show. Everything else has been banned.
Yeah.
I can
Fine,
watch
The Office.
Cheers reruns in The Office, and
R.I.P. Kirstie Alley.
oh yeah.
Sad.
Rest
That
in
one.
peace, Kirsty.
That one made me sad.
She was like a major Scientologist, wasn't she?
Yeah. Donated millions to Scientology, she said.
I wonder what
Whoa.
what happens to her now. Is she like go to another planet or something?
Yeah, I think she has her own planet.
She gets her own spaceship. Spaceship.
Space boat?
Ship.
Man,
Space boat. Thank you, Manny.
they got a lot of
Mhm.
money.
Yeah.
Well, I guess spaceships are not cheap.
No, they're not.
Space
No.
boats are even more expensive.
You must have a lot of money. Space boats too. Yeah.
Yeah. Way
It's like
more
a
money.
car that can also be a boat. Expensive.
In space. Yep. You are right, sir. Good.
Yeah, that's
sirs.
too bad. Cheers was I liked her on Cheers. I don't know if what else. I think she was in 3 Men and a Little Baby.
Yes. 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 She had her own show too, like Fat Actress or something like that.
Yeah, there we go. That's what it was.
And she did a reality show on Lifetime.
I don't know about all that. I'm not a Lifetime watcher.
Yeah.
I liked her in Cheers decades ago. And then, yeah, I think I just liked her. She came on Adam Carolla's show and like just they had a really cool conversation with Adam. And it was like, oh, okay, she seems all right.
Yeah.
But I feel like I'm filling in a lot of other, like I don't know, that I think that was like my, I don't know, it's cool. She seemed good.
Good people. Good people.
Yeah, man. I want to give a quick shout out to all the people in the chat. Monkey's Uncle Family of 3. That one person that told me to mention my raw cheese. I don't know what the fuck your name is. Thank you.
Raw cheese.
And then we got some spam in there too. We got some sex spam.
Yeah, man, we got some sex bot spam in our.
Hell yeah!
That's how you know you.
Yeah, every now and then, like it'll be midweek, and I'll get an email from from YouTube saying that Ram Hamashabarab wanted to share some links with me.
Yep. Sorry about
That's that. That's a sign that we're going places, peeps. Keep it going.
Yeah.
I'm in. Follow those links, Chris.
You guys ever look at your spam email for real though?
Oh, no.
Oh, you should.
No.
You should. Make you wonder.
They really do get people. My father-in-law is old, and boy, oh boy, when they realize that you're fresh meat or easy meat, they are constantly, your account is whatever, and click this link, and it's wild what they do to old people. It's wild.
I mean, I'm going to tell my kids when I get that old and stupid, just put me down.
Please. Why don't
seriously,
we just put people down?
Don't tell, you don't come to me and tell me that you fought in the World War II. You're on the beaches of D-Day, and then you're going to let some African prince like scam you out of your kid's inheritance from an email. Come on. Like
this one's always like trying to do stuff with his wiener.
You shouldn't have access to what?
He's old and he's always trying to get access.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You shouldn't get access to computers at that point.
Spend your money how you want, buddy.
I mean, seriously, like you went through your entire life, like there's scammers out there everywhere trying to do anything. And you went through your entire life, like with a good head on your shoulders,
Oh yeah.
And then you get an email one day when you're 87 and then
yeah.
You want to throw it all away? No.
Yep. No.
I'll tell my kids. Yeah, I had a comedy bit on like a stand-up bit on that because if you go in there and you read some of them, it's like it's outlandish, the kind of stuff that people will write.
Yeah.
Whatever, like if it's a person or a computer or AI or whatever,
Yes.
You got to start thinking like, how drunk would I have to be to like click on that?
Well, I get ones that are like, oh, you're locked out of your Apple account. I mean, you're like, wait, am I locked out of my Apple account? And they're like, oh no, wait, I'm not.
I'm talking about like I get those too. They make it through, right?
Yeah.
But they're not like, or I get these real crazy text messages about Amazon, my Amazon account.
Yeah.
I have 37 seconds to log in.
Yeah. I'm like, oh my gosh.
I'm talking about like life. If you actually
that messes with old people though. That's so mean that they do that.
Yeah. I'm talking about if you go to like your actual spam folder in your Gmail account.
Right.
And you scroll like the ones that didn't make it through, like how bad they are. Like it's confusing. It's confusing.
I'm scared to open those. I'm scared if you open them.
I did because I did it like again. I like wrote a bit on it and like read some of them.
Gotcha.
And some of them are like, if you're not living your life right, some of them are like, uh-oh. Some of them are like, oh shit. You just think for a second, I wonder, oh, that might not be spam.
Gotcha.
Yeah. But yeah, there's some crazy ones. And then they're written in such a way that you're like, what? Like this would have to be a person. Yeah, this is to be a person that I guess, I guess there's still a lot of Americans that are elderly and English is not their first language.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they use a translator, and the translator is just
Oh, maybe that's it. Like the translator. Oh
function, application, whatever. It's
yeah.
just
That's it. They figured out like how to game the system by using such bad English that if it gets translated in a way that, that's crazy.
Yeah. Wild.
That's like,
well, on the end, like one last thought on that. So at our office, we would get like 2 calls a day that were just nothing.
right.
And we all knew, like, I was like, all right, who's going to get this one? And then, but I like went on the internet one day. I was like searching, like we get this happens every day. Like what's going on? I guess they're like spam farms where they are calling numbers to see, like they've got some kind of computerized thing where they call numbers to see who answers.
And they log that number.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So like the spammers have gotten so sophisticated. They're like, we're not going to waste our time calling, like 27-year-old dude's cell phone. Like we're going to write a computer program that just calls everybody. And when the computer program, like an old lady answers like, hello, like our computer is going to, our program is going to be like, that's a good number.
That's a good one. That's so mean.
That's what it is. They're just like dialing like to see, because they're the people that are actually going to call and scam. They don't want to waste their time cold calling.
Horrible.
It's amazing.
Horrible.
It's amazing. It is horrible. Yeah. It's just, it's the human condition.
They saw an opportunity to exploit, took it,
It's humanity, and that's it. It's never going to stop. It's the way it's always been, and it will always be. And I don't know, there's not much you can do about it other than just be aware of it. And I don't know, teach your kids about it.
So they don't get suckered into that shit.
Well, but they'll be humans too, right? So they'll know about these things, and they'll still do it to some degree, still acting away, and then be like, oh, that's right.
Being made aware of it and knowing what the types of behaviors that associated with that type of individual, they're like, oh, I'm gonna stay away from that guy or that person. They're bad news. Either way, it's good to
just knowing that people do that, you're gonna do it. But the sooner in that you catch yourself doing it, the better. Like just, I don't know.
Yeah.
All right. I think what else is that it?
I believe, Quana, you got anything?
I think we were going to give our runner-ups for people, Time Magazine's Person of the Year. Like we had some, Robbie wanted us to give his. What was his? Do you remember what his was?
Oh shoot. Robbie's was looting Walgreens.
Oh yeah. Walgreens loot.
Robbie's clever because it doesn't have to be a person,
Yeah. Yeah. That's good.
Looting Walgreens.
Me too.
Yours was
hammer fights.
Gay hammer fighting, the sport.
Gay hammer fighting.
The sport of, like not any participants.
No, I don't want to name names.
Not Nancy Pelosi's husband, Paul Pelosi. Former champion, lost his belt to a newcomer. I don't know his name.
I don't either. Homeless.
Kyle.
Homeless. Yeah.
Kyle
Sweet Cheeks.
Cheese Sticks.
Sweet Cheeks
Kyle Cheese Sticks. Did have the belt, but Paul Pelosi took it from him. Or no, the other way around.
Yeah.
But yeah, the sport of, yeah.
Yeah, just the sport of.
Mm-hmm.
How about you, Annie?
Oh shit! I just
shout outs for Person of the Year.
Person of the Year. Oh yeah, politics. Good job, politics. You did it.
Right. Good job.
If you were a person, you'd be the best. Yeah. Anyway.
Christopher.
I don't have any.
Okay.
All right.
Did I say one? I thought I did. I thought I did when I threw this out the other day. I don't know. It's definitely not Vladimir Zelensky.
No, probably not.
That's kind of a joke. Although, well, there's an angle where he does get it though. He basically he got, like, if you can get people to just give you $100 billion, like, there's something to be said for that.
Yeah.
Did anyone else on the planet get anyone else to give them $100 billion this year?
Nope.
You got close with Sam Bankman-Fried, that crypto dude.
Well, that's true. He did. I think he's just a couple $1 billion he's missing.
Yeah.
The Pentagon lost a couple billion too, right? Didn't they just lose a couple billion or misplaced it again?
They're always misplacing cash.
Yeah. It'll turn up. It'll turn up.
And then God, it wasn't like last time.
Yeah.
No towers came down.
Careful, Quana.
Sorry.
I don't know. There's so many. I don't even know.
Yeah.
Dr. Jill Biden.
Yeah.
There's one. Yeah. Elon Musk was, I think, what did I send you guys? I don't think Elon Musk was even in the top 5.
No one thinks he's great anymore. Used to be, right? When he
that's true.
Like gave the Tesla, like, here's how to make an electric vehicle, everybody.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Everybody loved him back then.
It really is amazing. Like an amazing, like, just, I don't know. It's just
everything.
I don't know how to explain it. Yeah, just like how popular he was, and then how and now he's the devil.
Yeah.
I've kind of always thought, like, he's really, like an impressive, I mean, obviously, like, once in a lifetime, like whatever, like, very, very special person, very special human. But at the same time, it's like, like it is a dangerous thing.
Yes.
I'm not really worried about Twitter and free speech and people being assholes on Twitter. I'm more worried about, like, his Neuralink and all, whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't have to worry about that, Chris. That won't be in our lifetime.
Speak for yourself, buddy. Some of us are aging backwards.
All right, I get it. You two are vampires.
Yeah, I think it's what it just means. Like, it won't be for me, but like kids, grandkids, whatever, like, what kind of weird shit are they going to grow up with? Like, and at the same time, like, I think one thing in history, like the political systems, governments, the gap between their ability and the technology has been kind of manageable, but now it's getting to be where, like, the gap is, like, you got, like, incompetent politicians, administrators. If they are competent, they're bought, if they're just incompetent and bought,
Mm-hmm.
Man, they can't manage, like, it makes me nervous, just them talking about, Twitter or free speech or regulating the internet. I mean, that's just like, there's no way they're going to do that well.
Oh, should we mention tonight that we are doing the happy hour tomorrow, that we're going to get down?
Mm-hmm.
Friday night, 6 p.m., correct? Pacific time?
There you go.
Okay.
So it'll start at the regular time, maybe go longer?
Yeah, pretty much.
That's good. I mean, it'll go as long as whoever wants to take the host.
Yeah, pretty much. Because I mean, since we're spending tonight, I'll be up at the Christmas party, and you guys could just totally let loose, unwind, and really have a happy hour.
Nice.
Sounds good, man.
Yeah.
Can't wait. I'll tag everyone again tomorrow.
For sure. Well, for now, I think it's safe to call this episode wrap, right, Chris?
Yes.
Yeah.
What's another notification to ignore?
Yeah. Damn it.
Yeah, let's wrap it up. Thanks a lot for watching, all that stuff, listening.
Thanks everybody for tuning
telling
in.
Your friends.
Yeah.
Getting our numbers up. Thank you.
Love you guys.
Really appreciate it. Yep. Love y'all, and hope you have a great long weekend. We'll see you tomorrow night.
Yay.
Get
Cheers.
it on, everybody.
Get it on.
Mandate. You got to stop recording.
Stop recording. YouTube's still going though. Should I stop
still
that too?